Well, I was excited that we could, keep the score as tight as we did in the early part of the game. I challenged our players at halftime. I felt like, though, even though it was a game that was still very much within reach, we certainly weren't on game plan in the first half. And I challenged our players to do three things. One was get them stopped in transition. Two was to guard their post players, and three was to get them off the offensive glass. And quite honestly, we just weren't able to do that. And but give Cincinnati a lot of credit. They're very balanced. They're very efficient offensively, and they just put too many points on the board for us right now. And they kept us really off balance offensively. When they went to their half-court trap, the shot clock got really, really low for us offensively, and they just really kept us off balance.
Questions?
Coach, with 6 or more players returning next year, how important is it for such a young roster to get these kinds of playoff minutes for development purposes?
Well, I think it's critical. I told them before the game tonight that you don't experience feelings as an athlete until you win some games in March. March doesn't mean anything until you win a game and you get to experience the exhilaration, the struggles, the highs, the emotion, and there's nothing like March. I mean, there just isn't. It doesn't, and I told him it doesn't matter what tournament you're playing in March. It can be a high school state tournament, which Jamira's been in. It can be a conference tournament. It can be the NCAA tournament, the NIT. There's nothing like winning in March, and until you get that exhilaration, you don't have any idea what March even is.
And Jamira, coming off such an exciting night last night and then having to reset, what was Coach's message heading into tonight's game?
Really just enjoy myself and learn. That was the biggest thing, just learn.
Kind of in that same vein, Jamira, you've had a really great freshman year. You're one of our top freshmen this year. Loved everything, watching you play just from a communication standpoint. What are some of your goals moving forward? I mean, the sky seems to be the limit for you. What are you hoping to improve on?
Everything. Just work every day to get better.
I've talked with Jamira a lot about, obviously she plays both guard spots for us. We used her more as a scorer this year, but I thought later in the season she really showed that she's multi-talented to play the point and put a lot of pressure on the defense. I thought she did a great job also of feeding the post. But when we get in the gym this spring, I think Jamira, we've had a few of these discussions. She may not share it with you right now, but I do think she's going to work on her ball handling a lot. Obviously, she's a powerful driver and a penetrator and a punishing guard when she's coming at you. We saw her put a highlight show out there on the three-point line the last 2 days, and I think when she becomes a really good three-point shooter, I know she's going to work on that, because when she becomes a really effective three-point shooter,